Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And he'll work down inside the 45. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
19 Lions.
Richardson working from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, New York.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Catch Matt, Viking, 18.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 4-yard line.
Ready? 60 Vikings, go!
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Harvey is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
19 Lions. 19.
Once more with Harvey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now Richardson. He'll try to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. And that leads to a New York first down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Richardson looking to throw this. Allen has it, left side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
18, Viking, 18. Hawk, 70.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go. Here's Harvey. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Get it.
QB sneak, Richardson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
QB fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Cook up the gut. Down the right sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Allen off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup Warriors, 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 3, second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Shakir hauls it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
For a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Deputy. Buffalo 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now it's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Richardson will try and do this himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Warriors 70. Cup 19.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 Lions. Rig alert.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. Touchdown! R.J. Harvey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. A final shot before half for Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Richardson going on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 50, trap 50. Warrior 70.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Tyron Johnson there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Silva. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Allen taking it himself. And he's going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Half 85, middle. 56. That's it.
Now Allen. That is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Cup 19. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. Richardson looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
19 right, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the handoff, Harvey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
His throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. To throw is Allen. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On third down, Harvey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal.
Buffalo 18.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Brown 80.
Throwing, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the sideline and incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Round 80! What's that?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. That is caught by Shakir. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next.